Hi, I'm Ron Sebastian. I'm talking about Lotus Sametime version 8. Sametime version 8 comes in 4 different packages: Sametime Entry, Sametime Standard, Sametime Advanced, and Sametime Unified Telephony. What I want to do right now is spend a little bit more time on Sametime Standard. And to do that, I'll go directly into a demonstration to explain many of the capabilities. First of all, here you see my buddy list. And as I hover over a name on my buddy list, you see a business card. Again, the business card comes from your corporate directory, whatever that may be in your organization. In fact, if you want to kind of create kind of an active buddy list, you can just kind of tear away the business card and put like little sticky notes on your desktop here. The other thing I want you to notice in my buddy list here is that I also have a list of customers. What I'm showing you here is that Sametime Standard comes with a gateway that allows you to connect Sametime to the public IM networks like AOL and Yahoo. Again, this capability is provided without the requirement of installing any clients on your desktop. And of course, this is a great advantage from a security point of view because you don't have to open up any kind of special ports to allow those clients to work. It's all controlled through the gateway. Again, but now it allows you to communicate with customers or third-party business partners very easily if they use those public IM networks. The other thing I want to talk about on Sametime is the fact that not only do we have presence awareness, but we also have location awareness. You'll notice that when we hover over people's names, for example, if I hover over Heather here, you can see that she's located in Chicago. In fact, that location is set up by the end user. You simply go into the Sametime client when you log in and select the location. Now, this is very important because it allows you to take advantage of this information. Sametime is based on an open source Eclipse platform, based on the product called Lotus Expediter. And because Sametime is based on this Eclipse platform, you can build standard Eclipse plugins to enhance the functionality of that Sametime client. And in fact, those plugins can take advantage of the capabilities that Sametime provides. So for example, here I have a plugin called the Places plugin that reads the location information of where I am and then presents with me a list of restaurants, gas stations, etc. that are local to my location. Again, this is just one example of how we can take advantage of the location information and extend the capabilities of the Sametime client. Now, what I really want to do next is kind of go into and show you a little bit about the chat client itself. So what I'll do here is I'll go over here and I'll start a chat session and kind of show you a little bit about what's going on there. First of all, we chat in the chat area here. It's a rich text. As I key in different information, if I spell something wrong, it lets me know with the automatic spell check. Just simply right mouse button over there and get that fixed. I have the capability here for emoticons, and again, you can add your own emoticons if you like. We also have the capability of sending a file transfer through the chat session, again, just by clicking on this icon. Or in fact, what we can also do is suppose you just want to take a snapshot of something that you want to send to who you're talking with. Simply mark the area that you want to capture. In this case, I'll just capture this icon, paste it into the chat session, and send it off. It's really that easy to be able to send that kind of information. Now, some of the other capabilities that are here, we have the capability of doing a video call. This is a point-to-point video capability. So if I had a video camera here, you could talk back and forth there. We also have the capability of taking this chat and moving it into a voice chat or a voice over IP call. Again, the voice quality here is very good. We use the same codec that Skype uses, for example. We license that from the same company. And so that's just some of the other capabilities that you get within the chat environment. If, for example, I wanted to invite another person to the chat, I can just simply grab that person from my buddy list, drag it into the chat window. That person, Heather, will get an invite, and when she accepts it, we'll be in a 3-way chat now and communicate. By the way, this works not only for text chatting, but also works for voice calls as well. So I can get multiple people on a voice chat. Again, it's very easy. Now, one of the other things that Sametime Standard also provides is an on-premise meeting server, the ability to create online meetings and share presentations, etc. Well, in fact, you can access that meeting server directly from your chat client. We call that the ability to create what's called an instant meeting. So instead of having to go into the the web interface and schedule a meeting for somebody and set it all up. You can just do it instantly. In this case, I'll set a meeting up for Heather and myself, go over there, and automatically the meeting center will start up, and you'll see that. And in fact, it says that I'm online, and since I am starting a meeting, it asks me, do you want to change your status so that people know that you're in a meeting? So in our case, I'll just simply select the status I'm in a meeting, and now what we can do is proceed with this online meeting. Again, you can create a chart, you can send slides into here, you can do a screen share if you want to share an application. You can also create a whiteboard so everybody can kind of communicate together in a common place. Also, as well as you can see, you can do polls and provide links to web pages. Again, that's all part of the Sametime environment. So the other functionality here I'd like to show is the fact that we can also have the ability to store and save your chats. This is kind of a very important feature. So what I can do here is I can bring up my chat history, and you can see that all the history of chatting that I've had with all the different people. And again, sometimes you're talking with somebody last week and you remember saying something or writing something you can't remember. You can simply go over to the search here and search for that all of your chat history for that particular chat information. And again, suppose you want to get somebody notified of the chat you're going on, you can just simply email that chat as part of an email message as well. So that's the functionality that's within the chat client. Now, the other thing is, as I mentioned earlier, that Sametime is based on this Open Eclipse platform, and this allows for our business partners to very easily add functionality to the client. In this case, I happen to have a plugin that adds telephony support into Sametime. This is provided from a business partner. So you can see here that not only that I have my awareness of I'm online, but you can also see the little telephone icon that tells me, in fact, that I'm available to, or that person is available to actually talk on a call. And in fact, we can actually make that call directly from my Sametime client. Just simply click on the person, click on the telephone icon, and I can actually make that call. And you notice that when the person picks up the call, the icon turns red, indicating that, in fact, his phone is now busy. And of course, when I hang up that call, the status will turn back to green. This is just one example of how we can integrate other services into the Sametime client. In fact, we've worked with many business partners, all the telephone providers, Cisco, Avaya, Siemens, Nortel, etc., to provide this kind of capability. And the other capability I want to show is the fact that how we can extend the functionality of the Sametime client into what I like to call kind of a real-time business environment. And what I want to do here is kind of show you an application that we built called the Sales Data application. This is an application that actually goes to a back-end service, in fact, in this case, a web service to our sales data information, and based on the person that I select in my buddy list, brings up a real-time view of the sales that person is going on. So this is really kind of handy. I may be a manager managing some salespeople, and I could simply start a chat with them, and at the same time, I could bring up that sales information while I'm doing that in a real-time fashion. In fact, just to prove that there's a web service here, what I do here is I actually have a .NET application that actually goes and connects to that same web service. So I'll select the data, and I'll talk with Ron here, and I'll just increase the quota a little bit, because that's always what we happen, right? We always increase our quota. I'll do an update. If you notice here, I'll just do a refresh back on the application, and you'll notice down at the corner here that Ron's quota has indeed been updated. Again, the idea here that you can extend the functionality of the Sametime client by using standard Eclipse plugins. So let me give you just a brief summary of what I've talked about. Sametime Standard provides instant messaging capability, location awareness, the ability to communicate with the public IM networks, the ability to have a point-to-point video, voice over IP capabilities directly within the chat client. They have location awareness, the ability to extend the functionality through the use of standard Eclipse-based plugins makes Sametime Standard a very, very powerful client. Thank you very much. My name is Ron Sebastian. See you next time.